Welcome back, decoders, to the channel. This is Decoding with Cody. And this video is going to be about yesterday's earthquake in Turkey. And I just wanted to really show the obvious ritual of what was going on with this earthquake. And again, guys, most of these natural disasters are not natural. You know what I mean? Just look up HAARP, the technology to influence the weather and earthquakes. There's so much different stuff out there, and it's not ever really natural. I mean, I'm sure there are natural things that are happening, but in the news and these big events usually are not natural. As a matter of fact, natural disaster equals 223. We're in the year 2023, which is 223. So you're probably going to see multiple natural disasters. I made a video a few weeks back about an earthquake in Japan, and we get one in Turkey. I'm still trying to figure out how WWE may have predicted that with this incident on my... If you guys watched that video a few weeks back. But either way, I just wanted to point out this earthquake and why I believe it happened in Turkey. And you guys are going to first notice that the word Turkey has the word key in it, like a key that opens a lock, okay? And this is going to be the theme that I'm going to carry throughout this decode, is the key of David, which is the key given to the Church of Philadelphia in the book of Revelation. In the book of Revelations, the Philadelphia is the church that receives the key of David because of Christ seeing their suffering and rewarding them for remaining steadfast. And so, again, I don't think it's a coincidence that Turkey, the Turkey, is there. Also notice that they're normally called the Republic of Turkey, which is spelled a different way. I'm also going to use that other way of spelling the Turkey in this decode. And just remember, guys, we have a turkey at Thanksgiving, right? So again, there's a lot of symbolism here. But the main thing I want to point out here is the key of David. And I'm going to show you why it's also connected. It's not just because it has Turkey. I'm going to show you why Turkey is the old location of the Church of Philadelphia. Because just right here, guys, the modern town of Alasya, Turkey, was the Christian church in Philadelphia, which was the sixth of the seven churches in the book of Revelation. And, you know, I'm going to talk about another one of these churches here in this decode, but just notice, guys, that the town they currently say is the ancient town of Philadelphia, the Church of Philadelphia, Alasya, Turkey, is a direct match to Philadelphia 65. And remember, the king is being coronated on May 6th, which in most of the world is written 6/5. So again, this is all connected to the king and queen, which I'm going to touch on at the end of this video, because the king is representing Christ. His mother was Mother Mary. Her name was Mary Elizabeth, right? Elizabeth Mary was her name. She died on the Virgin Mary's celebrated birthday. And he's the son, and they're literally playing out a representation of the Christ story. And this Church of Philadelphia is the church that Christ, gives the key. So I just wanted to really point that out. And what are the chances that the modern day town is a direct match to Philadelphia, and it's correlated with the king's coronation day later this year? And not only that, guys, I just wanted to go over the chapter. To the Church of Philadelphia, to the angel of the church of Philadelphia, write, these are the words of him who is holy and true, who holds the key of David. What he opens, no one can shut, and what he shuts, no one can open. See, and this earthquake may have opened up a snowball effect of events to come, in my opinion. So this earthquake, in my opinion, is the unlocking of the tumultuous times ahead in this year. And it says, see, I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut. I know that you have little strength, yet you have kept my word and have not denied my name. I will make those who are of the synagogue of Satan, who claim to be Jews, though they are not, but are liars, I will make them come and fall at your feet and acknowledge that I have loved you. Since you have kept my command to endure patiently, I will keep you from the hour of trial that is going to come on the whole world to test the inhabitants of the earth. So again, guys, very interesting that this earthquake is happening in Turkey, where the Church of Philadelphia was located, and they received the key, like the turkey of David, the blessing. Remember, when we have turkey at Thanksgiving, it's a thing of blessings. We wish blessing over the turkey before we eat it. We pray. At least that's the tradition. And again, I just believe it's all about this key, and I'm going to show you more evidence of why that is. So notice, guys, that if you type in the actual official name, Republic of Turkey, and you spell it the actual way they spell it in Turkey, it's a direct match to the key of David, and it equals 216, which is an important number because 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. So also watch out for February 16th, which could be written 216. But what are the chances, guys? I just told you that the Church of Philadelphia was in Turkey, and now if you type out their whole name, it matches the key of David, and the name of the country's Turkey, and they had the Church of Philadelphia, and Philadelphia is given the key of David. I mean, this is so obvious. And at the same time that this earthquake was going on, or about the same time it happened, the Grammy Awards were going on. Big shout out to Donut Factory for this screenshot. I was watching his video and gave me a lot of clues to a lot of this symbolism. If you guys don't know his channel, check out Donut on YouTube, spelled just like that in the top corner there. But notice that these people are standing on what looks to me to be a keyhole. And again, this is a keyhole. And then another picture right after that is this lady in front of what looks to be, once again, a keyhole. And I'm just talking about the key of David in Turkey. And you had an earthquake just hours after, or at the same time that this was going on. Okay, so what are the chances of this? All the key symbolism, and Turkey, the key of David, Philadelphia, is in the Super Bowl. Don't forget that. The Church of Philadelphia and the Philadelphia Eagles are in the Super Bowl in just a few days, exactly a week from when this happened. And again, what are the chances of that? And again, the keyhole symbol is all about the kingdom, which is ruled over by King David, who was what Christ was referring to in Revelations, the key of David, because David played a secret chord that pleased the Lord. Remember that song? Okay, the King David and his kingdom, and he holds the key of David. Okay, and another thing here, guys, is that the main epicenter of this earthquake was in Gaziantep, which just happens to hold the ancient Gaziantep castle, which goes back to the king, that's dating back 2,000 years. And, well, look at this, guys. Gaziantep is a direct match to King David. And remember, this Gaziantep castle, what are kings known for? They're known for castles. And this castle in Gaziantep is a direct match to King David. Again, in Turkey, where the Philadelphia was, and the key of David was given, now you have this castle that's damaged from this earthquake, and it matches King David, okay? There's probably more here, I just haven't found yet. And with that being said, remember that famous song, Hallelujah, by Leonard Cohen? Now I've heard there was a secret chord that David played, and it pleased the Lord. Now remember, at the very time this earthquake was going on, we had a music festival, a music award ceremony, guys. A music that David played. David was a musician, and there was a secret chord that David played, and it pleased the Lord. It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth. Notice it emphasizes the fourth and the fifth, kind of like King David equals 4, 5, fourth, fifth. And again, it's a secret chord. And what are the chances that they're singing songs at a Grammy Awards at the same time this key of David is being unlocked in the old Church of Philadelphia area? Okay? But if that wasn't enough, guys, the phrase secret chord equals 118. And the city that's in the Super Bowl, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, equals 118. Now remember, the Philadelphia Phillies lost in the 118th World Series. So again, there was a secret chord that David played, and that equals 118, matching Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The Philadelphia Phillies were in the 118th Super Bowl. And Joe Biden, who's from the Philadelphia area, is doing his State of the Union speech tonight in front of the new 118th Congress. So you guys just put all the pieces together there. Joe Biden and the 118, and this secret chord that I'm exposing to you guys tied to Philadelphia. Biden's from very close to Philadelphia, okay? And again, he's giving the speech one day after this earthquake. So, and just so you guys can see, notice that if you type in the way they spell Turkey, it's a direct match between two ciphers to Joe Biden. And notice that they have the 44 like earthquake. And notice that Turkey equals 37 like Joe Biden. And this earthquake happened in Turkey on the 37th day of the year. Also notice that secret chord equals 55 just like earthquake. Now Rambo from the Truth Code just put out a video the other day, or yesterday, about how vibration, the Pied Piper, this reminds me of the Pied Piper. Because through music and vibration, they probably caused this earthquake, all right? That's why there was a singing going on while this happened. David played a chord, and it caused this earthquake, unlocking the key of David is music, essentially, or frequency. And again, it's not a coincidence. Now, another thing I want to go over here is that all these 183s, because remember I told you this is all about the Church of Philadelphia that receives the key of David. Notice that the Church of Philadelphia equals 183 just like the Philadelphia Eagles. Also, the Super Bowl that the Philadelphia Eagles will be playing in, Super Bowl LVII, equals 183. And you guys know I've been talking a lot about Kamala becoming president. Just notice that she has the 183, as well as order out of chaos, which is the phrase that these elites love to use. So I just wanted to really point out these 183s, all right? And next, guys, I want to talk about the Synagogue of Satan, because in the chapter of Philadelphia, it says, I will make those that are of the Synagogue of Satan come and basically worship at your feet, because they say they are Jews and they're not. Well, notice that there's another church in the 7 churches called Pergamum, and to the church of Pergamum, write, these are the words of him who has the sharp double-edged sword. I know where you live, where Satan has his throne. And notice that Pergamum, which is the church, and the location of current-day Pergamum is in, once again, guys, Turkey. Okay? And notice that during this show, when this earthquake was happening, you had Sam Smith dressing up as Satan, referencing the Synagogue of Satan, and the Acropolis of Pergamum, which is known as the Castle Hill. And just notice that it's a direct match almost to the Synagogue of Satan. And again, he mentions in this letter to the church of Pergamum that Satan has his throne, and this throne just happens to be located in Turkey, and it's happened to be the Castle Hill, so Satan's Castle Hill. All right? And that goes back to the Synagogue of Satan, which equals 223. We're in the year 2023, and the Acropolis of Pergamum, which is what this is, the Castle Hill, located in Turkey, also a direct match, 223. Now don't forget, guys, the word Philadelphia equals 223. So again, a big 223 ritual on both sides. And again, just so you guys can see, this letter to Pergamum was written in Revelation 2:12. And when is the Super Bowl this year, guys, that Philadelphia is playing in? Well, it's on 2:12. So what are the chances of that? And again, guys, just so you can see, the Super Bowl is on 2:12, and this church of Pergamum, where it mentions the synagogue or the Satan's throne, is in 2:12. Okay. And again, I just want to go through some of these things here. Sorry, guys, for those pictures. But this is what I want to talk about with the Queen. So it was obvious. I made this post about this in my community section. But so this earthquake occurred 151 days after she died on the 36th Thursday of 2022. And 151 is the 36th prime. Okay. So you guys can see there, it's completely scripted with her. She represents the birth. And then obviously King Charles, which just notice, guys, that just like I showed you the 36th Thursday she died, and it's 151 36 prime since then to the earthquake. Notice that the Queen equals 36, Jesus Christ 36, and King Charles 36. And this is also related to the cryptocurrency thing going on, because LeBron James today has the opportunity to pass the all-time. Notice it says the Los Angeles Lakers star is 36 points away from taking the crown of all-time. Notice they use taking the crown, just like King Charles took the crown. And what are the chances that he's on 36 points to break the record? And the earthquake happened. Well, in the United States, the earthquake happened on the 36th day of the year. And it happened 151 days after the Queen died on the 36th Thursday, and 151 is the 36th prime. And again, I just show they all equal 36. King Charles III, Jesus Christ, 36. And again, guys, it's all scripted, easy to see. So I hope that kind of brings all that kind of stuff together for you guys. I hope I pointed out the most obvious rituals here. And I will see you guys in the next video.